How you doing? Welcome back to Feral Art. Let's paint. Okay, all my colors will be in my description box. As you can see, we're going with a dark pillow this time. So I'm gonna lay down this white so that my colors pop. I think that's a pretty important thing to do when you're dealing with a dark background. And then we're just gonna go in and see about making some contrast with some interesting colors. And yeah, we're gonna do this twice. We're gonna layer twice because, like last time, we're going to be transferring onto a larger canvas. I guess I could put more paint in each layer and not do a second layer of colors, but to my way of thinking, the more layers you make, the more effects you get. True? I don't know. Maybe. As usual, we are going to put a 2 paint layer between our pigment and our CA. For these transfers, I tend to use a little more cell activator and a little thicker cell activator, so just keep that in mind. Now to blow those out. Today I'm not using the big blower, I'm using my little bitty again. After my last blowout turned out to be such a disaster, I decided to go back to my tried and true method here, and I'm awfully glad I did. So yeah, there's no shame in your game if you don't blow out like everybody else does. It's fine. Do your thing. Do you. It's your art. Here's our blowout. Get a good look because it will never look like this again. I'm gonna leave this to percolate while we get our other canvas ready. Now for our pillow on our canvas. This is a black canvas. Had a few of those laying around, so I thought, hey, why not use them, right? Just like last time, we're gonna make this in a rectangular shape so that it covers our canvas better. And here in a minute, we're gonna do something to get rid of the bubbles because we can't really torch house paint. Now, the one thing I forgot to do the other day was, a long time ago, I saw August, I think it was, do this on his Scoopy thing, and I forgot all about it the other day. If you put a little layer of your pillow on your scooper, it helps the paint move that you are scooping. So, never a bad idea to get a little extra help where you can. So there we go. Yuck. So we're scooping up. And we're laying down. Now the idea is to move at a nice pace across your pillow paint so that your patterns come out nicely. The more that you pour off of your scooper, the slower the paint moves, so you need to slow down at the end of your transfer, which is what you're seeing right here. All right. That back over there. Usually I just turn this upside down on my smaller canvas so it doesn't dry out before I can get in, or even start drying out before I can get in to wash it. All right, so move this around a little bit. See where the weight of my paint is. It's down there. So we're just going to move it around until I get it kind of where I want it, which is kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to get ready to spin. All right, let's see how we go. And away we go. Slow controlled spins. The reason I wanted the weight of my paint in the middle is because I want that middle in the middle, and I want everything else to spread around it equally. Again. You can see that the middle is staying in the middle, and the paint that is coming off is the paint from around the outside. That's just exactly what I wanted, so my method is working. Yay! Okay. Now before I go again, I'm gonna get my spatula because I got some bare corners going on here. I'm gonna scoop up some of my stuff that just got flung off. And I'm gonna see about hitting some corners a little better. Not a lot of paint has been flung off yet, but I want to try to use whatever I can. So that's why I'm scooping this up and sticking it on my canvas. I'm just gonna sort of smooth that over. There we go. This one's real bad. Well, not real bad, but it's pretty naked, you guys. I may not have enough here, and I don't, so I'm just going to get my little few remaining dregs here. This is a situation where you want to make sure you have not used every last drop of paint for your pillow. That's pretty much a done container of paint, and then I'm just going to smooth it a little. I always smooth it because I want to make sure my paint spreads evenly. There we go. Now we're going to fling some paint. And spin. The idea here is so the narrow end catches up with the thicker end so that our painting is more even. That's all that we're doing here. I'm fixing to take a big spin here. That's really cool. We're going to lose some. We're going to lose some of this. But I need to move that middle a little bit. The middle of this, because of the white, still looked really thick when in reality it wasn't. But I still needed to get those edges to do what I wanted them to do, which was not to have that black surrounding the very outer edge. So that's what we did here. Neat. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to spin the devil out of it. It's looking good though. This is what I like to call my safety spin. I thought everything was pretty good, but I still wanted to give it that one last spin just to get any extra paint off of the canvas. I hadn't tested it yet, but I thought it looked pretty much like I wanted it to. So that last spin is always important, and it makes me feel better about what I'm doing. So I do it. Okay. I do need to check my depth. Okay, depth check. That's good. That's a lot better than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be deeper in the middle. It's deceptive because of the white. So, I'm thinking it's time to come in for a close-up. Okay, here are the wet results that we're working with at this particular moment. I think this one turned out pretty flippin' neato. I really do like using black CA, just simply because I think it gives better cells than white. I think the white has a tendency to go more toward lacing, and I think I've seen people say that before. Just to be completely transparent, I don't really pay that much attention to what other people say. I know that's shocking, isn't it? I just don't. I mean, I like to watch people's videos and stuff, but I like to just figure stuff out for myself. So when they start talking about, oh, and this does this and this does this, I kind of, I don't know, tune out, I guess. Probably not the best habit in the world, but it's my habit, and we've all got our habits. So what do you think about this? I think it's just really cool. I just really do. I think that using that cloud mix in that white layer instead of just plain white was freaking brilliant. So there we go. Let's go look for sparklies. You know, it's so funny. I put this down here and I saw that gold and I was like, where in the hell did gold come from? Black Forest, you dimwit. That's where. But anyway, we have sparklies from our white, and we're going to have sparklies from that TLP, as you can see. I was so puzzled, you guys. I had to look over at my colors. I was like, what pot has gold in it? None of them. Oh, wait. That's so funny. But yeah, our cloud mix, of course, as always, has white sparklies in it. This one is not going to be ultra super sparkly, only because I didn't use anything ultra super sparkly in it except the cloud mix and the TLP. So everything that you see that is sparkling white is the cloud mix. Everything that you see that is sparkling gold is the TLP. It really is amazing how these paints distribute themselves. I am always just like in awe of how this all happens. And we found out about it all from Shelly. How you like that? I need to go through and pop some bubbles. Sorry, it's really hot upstairs today. We don't have AC in the house. So anytime I come downstairs to the basement, to the studio, it's cool. And the climate change, as it were, messes up my nose. Anyway, look at these cells. So flippin' cool. Thank you, Cloud Mix. And I love the way this white just kind of spills out of here. I just think this is super groovy. I really do. I wish I could breathe a little better and not have a runny nose while I'm looking down onto my canvas. That would be nice. But what do you think of these colors? I promise I am not going to make a series of these unless you want me to. If you want me to make a series of these, you look at that. That looks like a little window, a little porthole. That's cool. If you want me to make a series of these, please let me know, because I need to go to the Sherwin-Williams store if that is the case, which I am happy as a lark to do. But, yeah, I need to do that if I'm going to make a series. So y'all let me know as quick as you can in the comments, do you want a series of bloom things and transfer blooms? Because I could use the practice, but I don't want to series you guys all the way out. So anyway, there we go. You know the deal. I'm going to go live my life, and I'll see you when this is dry. Okay, here are our dried results of my last bloom transfer. I think this one turned out really cool. I did not mean to do another watery vibe, but I guess I kind of did. Dark water, I guess. Used my different CAs and came out with a few cells, which is cool, and still a goodly amount of lacing. This one's a little different. I like it. It's like I said with the last one, these are always it's such a toss-up, man. You never know what you're gonna get, you know, but I think it's pretty cool. And the colors are amazing. I think it's pretty cool, very wild. And I hope you like it too. So I am so grateful for y'all, and happy, 250th birthday to this country. Maybe we'll even get to see 251. I'm grateful for y'all coming and spending your time with me, sometimes week after week. And if you're new, I'm awfully glad you're here too. Make sure, if you have not, you hit that subscribe button before you go, and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'll get back to you. I always do. And yeah, I hope to see you here again next time. Bye-bye.